Here we go. Clarkson's farm's Kaleb Cooper reveals he's going bald, and the trick he uses to hide it. Kaleb also teased what people can expect from Series 4 of Clarkson's farm. One of the nation's favorite farmers has revealed some of his most hair-raising secrets. Breakout star of Clarkson's farm, Kaleb Cooper, has been speaking about his daily battle with his hair. The farmer is known for switching up his locks regularly, much to Jeremy Clarkson's amusement, but it turns out he was given a glimpse into the future of his follicles from his dad. Kaleb said, "My dad's completely bald, basically. So therefore I know for a damn fact that I'm going to end up there." Fans of the hit Prime show will be familiar with Kaleb's ever-changing hairstyles and, speaking to the Sun's TV Mag and other press, he revealed there's a good reason behind the constant new hairdos. He said, "I thought to myself, well, I'm going to try all these different hairstyles, pick one that I really like, which I found, which was indeed the perm. But unfortunately, having a perm is high maintenance. I haven't got enough time in the day to go and do 3 hours of hair before I go out to work." He continued, "You know, the cows need feeding. Let's face it, the cows never look at me and go, 'Kaleb, your hair is terrible today.' They just go, 'Give me my food now.' They never, ever judge me, which is great. So I've got it all pushed forward at the moment because I'm actually losing my hair. So therefore I'm just trying to hide my bald head." Kaleb was talking at the end of a whirlwind year, having completed a nationwide tour, but even though he was away from the farm he couldn't give up his internal farming clock. He said, "I can't sit in bed until I'm needed. I have to be out doing something. So I went on my emails and just found farmers that I messaged in saying, 'I hear you're in the area, let's come and see my farm.' And that's what I did. I basically called it farmer Tinder dating." Fans of the Amazon Prime series also got a sneak preview of the drama to come in Series 4 of Clarkson's farm. He said, "The weather is obviously a big part in terms of the Series 4. And of course, a big part in the farming industry. But the weather in Series 4 is extreme. London, UK, Kaleb Cooper, the breakout star of Clarkson's farm, is well known for his sharp wit, no-nonsense attitude, and agricultural expertise. Over the course of 2 seasons on the Amazon Prime Video series, Cooper has become a fan favorite, gaining a loyal following for his down-to-earth approach to farming and his humorous banter with Jeremy Clarkson. However, in a recent interview, the 25-year-old revealed something a bit more personal, a struggle that many fans may not have anticipated. Kaleb Cooper, it seems, is going bald, but he's found a clever way to deal with it. The big reveal: Kaleb Cooper talks about his hair loss. In a candid and somewhat humorous conversation during a live-streamed Q&A, Kaleb opened up about the challenge of losing his hair, something he had been quietly dealing with for some time. He admitted that the issue had started to show itself a few years ago, but he had been trying to hide it from the public eye for as long as possible. "I've always been the guy with the thick, dark hair," Cooper began, as he spoke to his fans. "But, over the last year or two, it started thinning out a bit. I started noticing it more when I looked in the mirror, especially in certain lights. It's not a huge deal, but it's definitely noticeable." Cooper's revelation came as a surprise to many of his followers, as the farmer-turned-television personality has always been seen with a youthful, full head of hair. However, hair loss is a common issue that affects men of all ages, and Cooper's honesty about the matter was appreciated by many of his fans, who have since praised him for being open about his experience. "I think it's important to talk about it," Cooper continued. "It's something a lot of people go through, but no one really talks about it in the open. It's nice to be able to laugh about it and show that even people on TV aren't perfect." The trick Kaleb uses to hide his balding. While many fans may have noticed Kaleb's thinning hair, few probably knew how he managed to cover it up on screen. In his latest Q&A session, Cooper went on to reveal the clever trick he uses to hide his balding spots. "It's not a complicated procedure, nor does it involve expensive treatments or invasive procedures. In fact, the solution is simple, effective, and entirely practical." Kaleb admitted that he uses a product called a hair fiber powder, a quick-fix solution that temporarily thickens the appearance of hair. This product is commonly used by people experiencing thinning hair or hair loss and works by applying a fiber powder that clings to existing hair, making it look fuller and thicker. "I'm not ashamed to admit it," Cooper said, with his signature cheeky grin. "A bit of fiber powder, a little bit of styling, and I'm good to go. You'd be surprised how well it works. It's a quick fix for when I need to look my best." Hair fibers are typically made from natural keratin protein and can be applied by shaking the product directly onto thinning or bald spots, where the fibers bond with existing hair. The result is an instant appearance of thicker hair. This product is often used by celebrities, television personalities, and regular people alike who want a temporary solution for hair thinning or balding. Kaleb also joked about his use of the product during his time on Clarkson's farm. There was one scene where Jeremy was making fun of me for being the youngest farmer on the show, and I remember thinking, well, at least I don't have to worry about my hair looking bad for the camera, Cooper laughed. Little did I know, that was when it would really start showing. Kaleb's candid attitude toward aging and appearance. While many people, especially in the public eye, go to great lengths to hide their insecurities, Kaleb Cooper has always maintained a laid-back, down-to-earth attitude toward his appearance. This candid approach to his thinning hair is just another example of his authentic persona, which resonates strongly with fans who appreciate his no-frills approach to life. "I'm not someone who gets caught up in all that vanity stuff," Cooper explained in the interview. "I mean, I've been a farmer since I was a kid. I've spent more time in the fields, fixing tractors, and mucking out animals than worrying about my hair. But, as I've gotten older, it's something I've had to acknowledge." For many fans of Clarkson's farm, Kaleb's honesty about his personal life has only strengthened his connection with viewers. His relatable personality and willingness to laugh at himself have made him a standout figure in a world where perfection is often expected, especially in the entertainment industry. Whether he's dealing with farming challenges or personal issues like hair loss, Kaleb's straightforward, humorous attitude seems to resonate deeply with his growing fan base. Is hair loss affecting Kaleb's confidence? In terms of his confidence, Cooper made it clear that hair loss hasn't had a significant impact on his self-esteem. He emphasized that, while losing his hair was an unexpected change, it's not something that keeps him up at night. "Sure, it's a bit of a shock when you first notice it," he said. "But, at the end of the day, it's not something I let bother me too much. There are bigger things to worry about, like getting the crops in and fixing the fence when the cows get out." Kaleb's ability to brush off the situation and maintain his self-assurance in the face of something many people might feel embarrassed about speaks to his strong character. It also highlights a refreshing approach to masculinity and self-image, one that encourages people to embrace their flaws and imperfections rather than hide them. "It's just hair at the end of the day," he added. "If I'm balding, I'm balding. I've got plenty of other things going for me, like the farm, my family, and the show. Plus, I'm pretty sure it's just a part of getting older. I'll just keep doing what I do best, and if I need to cover a bit of thinning hair, I will. But it's no big deal." The impact of Clarkson's farm on Kaleb Cooper's life. Kaleb Cooper's rise to fame has been nothing short of meteoric since Clarkson's farm debuted in 2021. The show, which follows Jeremy Clarkson's attempt to run a farm in the Cotswolds, introduced Cooper as Clarkson's young, no-nonsense agricultural advisor. His blunt, yet honest approach to farming quickly made him a fan favorite, earning him praise for his expertise and his ability to handle the chaos that Clarkson often creates on the farm. As the show's popularity has grown, so too has Kaleb's profile. Fans have become increasingly curious about his personal life, including his views on farming, his family, and, now, his hair. Kaleb's recent revelation about his balding is just the latest in a series of honest moments where he has connected with fans over shared experiences. "I didn't think much about it when I first started the show, but now I get messages from people all the time saying how much they appreciate how real I am," Cooper explained. "It feels good to know that people connect with me because I'm just being myself." While Clarkson's farm has certainly catapulted Kaleb into the public spotlight, he remains grounded, choosing to focus on his farming career and his family life. Despite his new fame, Kaleb has kept a humble attitude toward his role on the show, stating that he's grateful for the opportunity but continues to prioritize his farm over the glitz and glamour of fame. A new chapter. Kaleb's plans for the future. Looking ahead, Kaleb Cooper's future is brimming with possibilities. Clarkson's farm is set for another season, and while Kaleb continues to take on new challenges on the farm, he is also making strides in other areas of his life. Recently, he signed on to host a new agricultural podcast, where he plans to dive deep into farming issues, share his knowledge, and offer advice to aspiring farmers. As for his hair loss, Kaleb remains unbothered by the public's perception, focusing on the things that truly matter to him: his work, his family, and his passion for farming. Whether he continues to use hair fiber powder to cover his thinning hair or eventually embraces the change completely, Kaleb's outlook remains refreshingly positive. I think the most important thing is just being happy with who you are, he said with a smile. Hair or no hair, I'm still the same guy. And that's what I want people to remember.